Welcome to my first YouTube video. So this video is going to be specifically looking at a new challenge I've taken on, taking a 10K portfolio all the way to 100K. I wanted to document this journey, show my thinking, show my analysis, show which projects I'm really interested in. And of course, with this project, there's going to be slightly more risk. So I've taken 10K out of my main portfolio and I'm concentrating on projects I think over the short term will show real potential. This channel, though, it's going to be more than that. This channel is going to be an educational channel talking around everything investing, personal finance, with a real special twist on crypto. My background has actually come from day trading around 7 years ago. About 5 years ago, I transitioned into the crypto space and became absolutely obsessed, as many of us did. I also come from my day job, which is a product manager. I'm hoping some of the skills I picked up working in the tech space over the last decade will shine through in this channel. But this channel, you can expect alpha on new projects, where I'm investing, current analysis on the market, looking at sort of top projects in narratives and looking at trends that are currently going on. And the idea for this channel really is to grow a bit of a community of people like-minded, really interested in investing and growing their sort of overall wealth with special interest in tech and mainly in crypto. Today, we're going to be talking around specifically the 10K to 100K challenge. I'm really excited to jump into that and show you the first two projects that I'm looking at. Now, this challenge is going to be a little bit higher risk, and I've actually taken 10K out of my main portfolio to showcase some of my analysis and talk around some of the projects I'm looking at over a shorter term. Now, having said that, both of the projects I'm picking today are actually part of my main portfolio, as I really believe in them. I would just encourage anybody who is following along on this challenge to be a little bit more cautious, as both of these are slightly lower market caps than some of the larger projects I'm invested in, which just means they're a little bit more volatile. Buys and sells will impact price in a lot more violently than it would, say, a bigger project around the $1 billion mark. Now, that comes with a lot of positives as well. Getting in early at these stages means there's a huge upside. And both of these projects, I see them as a fantastic asymmetrical bets, low downside at where they're currently priced, with huge potential. Just to jump into that to start with, I want to start with NMAI, Nemota AI. Now, Crypto Pete actually did a fantastic post on this project, highlighting a few of the reasons why I actually jumped into this. The first being the founder is actually doxed. Being doxed in this space at this moment in time carries huge weight. If you were around on the weekend with what happened across the AI space, we had 3 projects actually rug, which means the founders actually removed liquidity and dumped on all their investors, which set a huge amount of fear across the whole of the AI space. And we saw all of our favorite projects absolutely dump on price, some of them 70, 80, 90% down. Now, a lot of those are recovered, but that really started asking a lot of questions from investors, and a lot of investors are now looking to the founders, the developers, to dox themselves to really put their minds at ease. Now, Nemota AI has already got a dox developer with around 25 years experience in the software engineering space. I've been lucky enough to speak to the developer here and speak to the owner of this project. They've got a huge amount in store. They've got a huge amount on their roadmap as well, which I'll jump into in a minute. But one of the other few points on here, we've got a lot of Coles who friendly Coles that have already joined. Now, Cole is a key opinion leader, in other words, to us, a Twitter influencer in the crypto space. But this is hugely important for new projects. Think of this as free marketing for the company. They're going to be really pushing this out there and getting all of their followers interested in the project, which brings on new holders. Now, what's really exciting about this project is looking at their roadmap. So if you jump over to their website, you can see some of their products they've already got available. A few of these are already in the beta stage, like the chatbot, like the image generation and staking as well. But there's a huge amount still in store with things like the marketplace, which I'm really excited about. This is going to be a marketplace for VPS, GPUs, which is really popular, and it really follows the main narrative at the moment, with companies like NVIDIA doing really well, and actually looking at GPUs themselves as potentially being the new oil. GPU power, there just simply isn't enough of it to be powering the future that we're going to be moving into with AI. Now, this project itself is catering for everything within the space, from the chatbots, the image generation, to staking, to the marketplace of GPUs, which really covers every utility that a lot of the other AI projects are looking at. But we already have products out there being used in the beta stages and further on, with a lot more in store. Jumping into the charts on this project, as you can see, it's gone absolutely crazy this last few days. We're up hundreds of percent since launch, and it's a really healthy chart with a few pullbacks here and there. Pullbacks are healthy and needed. As early investors start taking profits, it gives the opportunity to new holders to jump in, as you should do when looking at projects. The best thing to do is jump in on a slight pullback. If you're looking at this on the daily, you'll be thinking it's just a sea of green, it's just continuously going up. But looking at a lower time frame, the 4-hour chart, you can see how healthy this is. And actually, this is looking like a really good time to buy. Last night, we hit over 6 million market cap, and 6 million, that's a good 20% pullback. This morning to jump back in. I see this probably hitting around 10 million by the weekend, but my future targets for Nemoto AI are around 50 million, which sounds like a big number, but I'm comparing this to the likes of GPU, Hash AI, Desync. Now, these are $100 million market caps, especially Desync, they're over 300 million. Now, the reason I'm so bullish on this project specifically, as I've said, with all the products they're delivering and the docs team and the support from the community and a bunch of coals that have already onboarded onto this project, I can see this just skyrocketing. Now, 50 mil is my first target, which is over a 10x from the current price we're looking at today. So my advice is grab yourself a bag. I think this is going to really grow my portfolio, and this is going to skyrocket this challenge, get me ever so closer to the 100K mark we want with this challenge. This particular project may get me there sooner than I was actually expecting. So grab yourself a bag and sit back and enjoy. The second project I wanted to jump into was Sendex. Now, Sendex have a really, really interesting product. In this space, and in crypto space, one thing that's really regarded as something super important is privacy. Now, what Sendex have built is a virtual Visa MasterCard, which allows you to spend money anonymously, as you do not need KYC to apply for one of these cards and get one of these cards. I've been looking through this morning, and I've seen videos of people using this in shops and stores. They've got really small fees to add money and take money off. And as far as a product concerned, it's quite unique. I've seen one other project talking around this, but this is the first project I've come across where they've got this actually being used. And the team behind them is absolutely incredible. I've been in the chats this morning talking to a bunch of the team and a bunch of the community, which is one of my first things I do when looking at a new project, just to see how responsive they are, how much they're willing to talk around it, and how professional they are. What you always want to do when looking at a new project is get a vibe of the team. Now, Sendex have that, and they also have the product. I think looking at the chart, it was a perfect buy opportunity. We'll come back to a major support here, which is at the previous all-time high. But if you look here, we're about 160% off the all-time high, which was around just over a week and a half ago. So perfect time to be adding. If you look at it compared to my portfolio at the moment, I bought a couple of days ago and ran down 15%, which in this space is pretty normal and nothing to worry about, as we're just sort of hitting that major support. I think it's a perfect buy opportunity for this project, and I'm going to be following this through and monitoring it. Again, this also forms part of my larger portfolio, and I think what I'll do is I'll keep monitoring this over this week. As with this current challenge of the 10K to 100K, I'm spending a bit of extra time monitoring the ones I have in this portfolio, as they're a bit more shorter term plays. But I think this has a huge upside with the product and the team behind it. So again, it's super excited for this. So go and grab yourself a bag and check out their Twitter pages and their website. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to be uploading on this weekly. This will be following the challenge from 10K to 100K in other video uploads. I'll be doing a lot of tweets around this. So again, follow me on Twitter at web3_123. And I'll be bringing other videos to this channel any alpha on new projects, analysis on the current market, portfolio management, and overall investing and wealth building tips and advice. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon.